Great day, amazing souls. It's been strange and different lately. Really strange and lately. Really strange and lately. Really strange and different lately. However, gratitude. I'm here. How's everyone feeling? Oh man. So something happened last week. And by this thing happening, it was like a triggered event to see if I learned my lesson, right? I was just listening to something on IG, and the young lady was doing like a role play. And basically, she was like the patient and the universe slash doctor slash psychiatrist, whatnot, right? And basically, she was saying, hey, you told me he was my husband, and now we're not together, and now you're telling me that I was with him to trigger his events, to trigger his awakening, and now we're not together. And, she just went on about it. And, you know, at that place in space, it looked like she was either healing from it, she was definitely aware of it. However, she didn't allow it to emotionally take a toll on her. And the point of this video is because I wanted to ask you, what are you spending your energy on? Right? Because this is the important part. The thing that happened for me last week, and most will say, oh, it happened to me, right? It was one of those things where the universe wanted to see, okay, how will she respond to this particular event, right? And at first, it kind of triggered me. However, it had so many different aspects to it, the whereas though it propelled me in a way, and it also made me aware of my emotions. Now, we all have emotions. At least I hope we do. Anyway, um, so the thing is, how do we use those emotions? And this is what emotional intelligence looks like, right? When things start to take a turn, the things that we don't expect to happen, when they happen, how do we respond? How do we react, right? And when we emotionally react and not aware of our emotions, because let me tell you something, for me, that thing that happened for me, man, I was like, oh goodness. I mean, I inhaled deeply. And once I inhaled, I said, wait a minute, hold the hell up. Do I know who I am? This thing has no kind of effect on me. 333. Then I heard the very thing that I needed to do. Soon as I done that, how Abraham Hicks say, ask and it is given every time. A few videos back, I asked, well, probably a month or two videos back, I asked, what are your core beliefs? Right? And if you need further confirmation, go back and listen to that video. I think I posted that video. Anyway, what do you believe? Right? Because if you don't believe the things that you want, if you don't believe that it's possible for you to have, then guess what? You won't have those things. However, let's get back to the subject at hand. The thing is, we have to be aware of our emotions. And not only our emotions, our feelings. Because the thing is, 444, if we have these triggered events, right? And we do not know how to 456. if we do not know how to feel through them, if we do not know how to process them in a timely manner, and this is something that this new thing that I'm learning about these trapped emotions, and I've talked about this in an earlier video, but these emotions, when they become trapped into the physical body, it causes dis-ease, it causes um, misalignments, it causes this what is it called, deformities in the body, right? It causes dis-ease, it causes all kind of chaos in the body because it's trapped emotions, right? So we have to be aware of our emotional processing. That is why it's called emotional intelligence. We have to be emotionally intelligent. See, this is the thing. If we are emotionally intelligent, we'll know how to spend our energy, which will open us up to a whole new energy field. Most people, they want love. A lot of other people, they want money. They're the two things that most people speak about. Yeah, crazy thing. Love and money. So, when we know how to spend our energy doors are opened up to new doors where we could be introduced, or what's the word that I want to use? Aligned. We can be aligned. We will become aligned with different avenues. Remember, all is energy. Everything is made up of energy, frequency, and vibration. And once you learn this energy, frequency, and vibration, you'll learn that everything else outside of that, and I mean everything within that, my apologies, everything within those parameters is true. So you'll know how to use your energy. You'll know how to spend your energy. I had a situation come about, and sometimes we don't look at the minute things, whether this is intentional or intentional. People will grab at your energy, and it's up to you to know how to take your energy back. Point blank, period. You have to be more in control and aware of where your energy goes. And and it's not to be insensitive, but relationships, they end, they fail, they don't work out all the time the way we expect them to. But so what? There may be a whole new love prospect for us, right? Jobs may not work out the way that we intend them to work out. However, usually when something ends, there's a new door awaiting to be opened, to be gone through. But if you hold on to the same relationship, if you hold on to the same job, if you hold on to the same people that does not serve, guess what? The new ones will not come in that will be able to take you to that new place and space. It's not about holding a grudge, because that was one thing. Hey, look, I'm a son of Taurus. I'm a Taurus. And this was the one thing that I knew how to do before I knew how to do anything, which was hold a grudge. And I had to learn, let it go. When you let it go, how they say, when God, when you lose your old friends, God will give you new friends. When you lose your old job, God will give you a new job. When the old money is gone, the new money can come in, right? New avenues, new revenues, new opportunities, new friends, new relationships. Don't look at the old as bad. The thing is, everything is energy, right? And as long as we keep an open mind to the things that we want, the things that we're worthy of, the things that we're deserving of, we will receive them. We came here with the understanding that nothing is to be held on to forever, right? So keep that in mind. Everything can be let go of. Matter of fact, we take nothing with us when we transition to the next phase of matter. Okay? So, if you haven't heard it today, I love you. I know it's dark, but I had to get this message out, y'all. And them children in that house, they don't. I love me. I love us. I love we. Look, we are shifting. Happy shift, y'all. Peace.